Okay, so should we describe the table first?
Yeah, I think that'd be best, just so everyone gets an idea of what we are talking about.
Okay, so from left to right, in the green there, we've got the XF date and time the photo was taken. So that's like the background data right down, like the XF stuff. Yeah. Time shown in the NGN closing.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice. NGN closing time, that was in their closing statement. The photo taken using what device? So iPhone 6, obviously. The bundle images, so the NGN bundle image reference and file name. So that was what the bundle of documents that NGN submitted for the case in the UK.
From their lovely expert who was only looking at the metadata and not the actual image, which
Dan,
still mind blown over that.
What was his name again?
Oh, God.
Timmy.
Timmy. So we've got the file references. The file references are there. The metadata inconsistencies, yes or no. Third-party metadata fields, yes or no. And then in the purplish blue section, unedited, the iPad Pro 10.5-inch images, and what was provided there. So the image file name from the device and the metadata inconsistencies and third-party metadata fields. Yes. Okay. So the NGN closing documents or timings and stuff, that's what was listed in the actual closing arguments, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know what you guys want to say about this, but I just think it's really interesting to see some of the numbers skip as well.
Yes. Yeah, we noticed that. Can I bring up?
There's quite a big jump as well in some of them.
Yeah. So sorry, I need an extra screen here. So like this one here, it goes from 118 to 120.
Yeah.
Where the hell's 119?
Exactly. Yeah. The funny thing as well, if we go just back on the table that Andy sent, 1018 one was actually taken after the 121.
Yeah.
So it's 118, 120. Why is that messed around? Obviously, and it's because obviously the timing of, like they said by there, the actual data was taken and the time was 11:44 and 13 seconds.
Yeah.
And that is 118. But then 120 was taken 13 seconds beforehand. But where's number 19?
Yeah.
What was that photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it not good enough? Why wasn't it good enough?
Exactly. If you actually notice, that's where Andy has actually signified just those two together. He's like, these two here, very inconsistent. One number the higher before the other one. Why is that even happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it happens again down at 124 and 114 as well.
Yes.
And 116.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, so let's take a look at 114. What the hell was that one?
I totally agree with Ashby in the comment as well. The missing photo probably looked a lot, faker, which is what we were talking about, which it does. There probably is photos where she took some, that doesn't look good. And I'll just continue doing it. It's like, why would you do that? I would be keeping so many of these photos I took.
Yeah. So here we have 114 and 116. Where the F is 115.
Yep. And I think you're right, Dan. I think she's just sitting there. And we talked about it yesterday, how she was like, and you can see her eyes moving. She's looking at the mirror or looking at whatever it is going, is that
how do I look?
How do I look there? Nope, not that one. Delete. And that one, delete. Yep, that one's good. Like, it's just so freaking obvious. It's so freaking obvious.
And the thing is, this picture here, I've recreated that in my bathroom. Like just with the shadows and the mirrors and everything. I've been able to recreate that.
Huh.
Yeah, Ashby, you are 100% right with that one there.
Yeah.
Like I say, the way the way that they are just deleting photos, and I really do think when they do the expert go through a Mr. Neumeister, he's going to find these deleted images, and it's going to be like, oh, here we go. Why wasn't this one shown?
Yeah.
And it could be showing that her face could be completely just normal.
Yeah.
There could be no bruising, no marks, nothing.
Well, I've got a question, and this is one that doesn't come from experience, obviously, but for any of those people out there who are, willing to share, if you had gone through what she alleged to have gone through, and you were actually taking those photos to actually give them to the police, to actually file a complaint, would you not want every single one?
Yes.
Every single photo? You wouldn't be sitting there deleting any of them.
Yeah.
Every
going, this is what's gonna, this is my evidence. This is what's gonna, get me out of this horrible situation that I'm in.
This is going to show the world I truly am a victim.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're not going to worry, oh, my nose looks big in this one, or you can see my zit. You're not going to care. You're just going to be like, I don't care how I look at this point, like beauty wise. You're going to take them all, and you're going to take them all in. Right? Like this isn't, but this was her people photo shoot, so she had to make sure that it was perfect. She knew that these were going to be out in the public, and she couldn't have anything that was quote unquote not perfect.
Ooh. Okay, so if that's the numbering system, the JPEG numbering system, Linda, there's still inconsistencies.
Yeah. Like we're
they
still missing one.
And you got some above and below with the numbers. Again, 120, 118.
Well, there's 511. Like if you look at the quadruple zero or the 5 zeros, and then 511. So for one photo,
and
124.
then it goes to 8.
And then it goes to 8 and 9. So it would appear like there's things missing, photos missing. Is it on the right-hand side, Linda? Oh, no, that's the iPad images. Yeah, okay. So that's very, very odd.
So obviously in the iPad one, we do have the correct imaging the way it's done, like IMG 008, and then it goes obviously 09.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are these? The large flickers? Like the first, so where it says iPad and it says I can't read it. Unedited. Like what are those long numbers there compared to the IMG 008 JPEG?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between those two.
I don't know the longer ones, no.
Linda says NGN was given the photos at different times. This chart is lined up by the time on the far left.
Which we got the EXIF date and time photo taken.
But I'm
but it wouldn't be the time that NGN got them, would it? It would be the time that they were taken. Because does it matter what time NGN got them?
Well, just bring up that NGN chart again.
Yeah.
And what does the top of that column say? It should say time.
Trial bundle reference. Okay, there we go.
It says time, LA time.
Yeah. So that's the time it was taken.
Yeah.
And then the bundle number or the file number there.
Right.
And it says, and it's funny how it says with metadata, but.
Yeah. Well, back on the other table. Table.
So if you look at the bottom note with what Andy has written, he does actually talk about it as well a little bit.
Okay.
Do you want me to read that?
Sure.
In his table of images taken from the iPad Pro, Mr. Timmy lists 3 NGN file names starting with the same bundle reference of F894.132, but with different sequences of 11, 12, and 13. This is clearly a typo, as file names with separate sequences must each have a separate bundle reference. It also conflicts with the file names of the corresponding sequences of 12 and 13, shown in this table of EXIF date and times. The above table uses the correct name for the file names with sequences of 12 and 13, that being of F894.134 and F894.136, respectively. See rows 17 and 18. Okay. So
17 and 18.
I saw Linda said something. Hang on as well. Oh, where'd you go, Linda? Those numbers get assigned to images when they are exported or imported to the iPad from the iPhone. Ah, okay.
Oh,
so that's what that
okay.
number
Thank
is.
you. So those were imported. Those were transferred over.
That makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Can I just drop in here in a moment? So I've just looked at them now. I've just been tagged in something on Twitter that Christopher Boozy or Bowsy.
Who's that?
Don't know. He's verified, whatever. 3 hours ago, I was just told by the director the second documentary I am in will also air in December. He doesn't have the final date yet, but it will also air in the UK first. Both documentaries focus on Amber Heard.
What?
So the first documentary I appear in will premiere on December 13th. I will tweet the channel and time on that date. So that's very interesting. If both of them are focusing on Amber, because me and Linda were talking on Twitter earlier regarding it. If these go out and obviously before the trial, and they say a lot of things in it which could be bad.
Yeah.
And obviously Johnny could actually have him, sue him if anything is said bad.
Yes.
You wouldn't think they'd want to go out early, but supposedly this guy is in them, and he said December 13th is one of the original ones. So
it's a ballsy move.
He's a data collector.
You want to be pretty. Careful with what you say.
Yeah, that's a ballsy move to go before the trial with your opinion.
But if you
Sentinel, he works for by the looks of things.
But it doesn't matter who they're focusing on, really. I mean, in terms of suing, because if they're focusing on Heard, well, she could sue too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
she totally
either one of them could sue.
Yeah.
So they basically could really kind of say nothing, unless they have the world's biggest disclaimers. I don't know.
That's a bit.
Wouldn't you want the documentary to include the trial as well?
Exactly, I would, because it would show everything of what's going on.
Yeah.
It could be like a bit like how the Stephen Avery thing was.
Yes, like from trial to trial.
Yeah, like this is what's happened. Now this is going on, and then obviously afterwards it could be what's happening.
Yeah,
but that's. I'll tag you in them now, and then I'll share it.
Cheers.
Huh. Really is a ballsy maneuver.
Very ballsy.
Would one call it aggressive?
I would, because it's so soon. Because I got an email about 3 months ago saying, "Do you want to be part of one?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah, no, thank you.
4 months, call it. Well, 4 months, and it's out.
Yeah.
So very interesting.
Crazy.
Irrefutable proof of metadata manipulation of all incident 12 photos. Love it. This section will look closely. Oh crap, I can't. Can you scroll for me, Stevie? Thank you. This section will look closely at the testimonies of Miss Heard, Miss Pennington, Miss Iglesias, Miss McMillan, and NGN to establish if timelines given in those testimonies correspond with the metadata times of the incident 12 photos taken by Miss Heard and the Rocky Pennington. Timeline of photos. According to Miss Heard's sixth witness statement, all photos from F894097 to 101, damage to the property, were taken by either herself or Miss Pennington, and all subsequent photos, injuries to Miss Heard, were taken solely by Miss Pennington. F894.097 to 101, these are photos taken on my phone by me or Rocky of the damage in my apartment after the December 15th, 2015 incident. These are the ones she's talking about. And why they have inconsistencies is beyond me. It's just stuff.
Yeah.
And he admitted to writing that. He said it sounded like something I would do. So it's weird.
It is weird.
Why would you? Unless they bundled them all up and they all just got thrown in together. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, the level of dodgy with this woman just keeps getting more and more, escalating higher and bloody high.
All right. F894103 to 120. These are a series of photos of the injuries to my visage, my temple, my lip taken by Rocky Pennington after the December 15th incidents. Okay, so what did I just say?
103 to
103 to 120. Okay, well, we only have two. These guys. That's 120. And then we don't have anything until 103. Oh, there we go, 103. Okay, so then she's talking about the hair on the floor, and then the pictures to her face, blah, blah, blah. From Mr. Timmy's table of the Metadata times, it can be seen that the earliest of the photos, 101, was taken at 10:40 on the 16th of December. And the last, 124, was taken at 14. So what's that, 3:40 on 3:40, right, Stevie? 14:40?
Yep, 14:40, okay. 2:40.
2:40, okay, on the 18th of December. So what the hell is she doing, taking pictures days apart? All right. This places Miss Pennington in Penthouse 3 at various times over the consecutive days, as shown below.
So 14 photos on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
7 photos on the Thursday and 1 on the Friday. Interesting.
See, I'm just going through the page now on 21. I'm just reading through that now.
Stop us when if you need if you need me to stop. So Miss Pennington's timeline. Below are excerpts from Miss Pennington's witness statement, June 16th, 2020, pertaining only to her whereabouts during those days and what photos she had taken. On this occasion, Amber asked me to come over to her place to check her out. I could see that her head was bloody. There was a chunk of her hair had been ripped out from the back of her head close to the crown. Wait a minute, the back of her head close to her crown. The crown is the crown. The crown is not the back of the head. She was covering her ass on that one. Just, just covering the whole head.
It was another bird. It was another bird situation. Just throw something random in there to make it sound plausible. Yeah.
I'm really waiting for Amber to actually subpoena the bird. That's what I'm waiting on.
Well, it's going to happen. Is she going to subpoena the meat as well?
Yes, she will. I then took photographs with my phone of her injuries. I photographed Amber's face and took photos of the apartment. There was broken glass under the dining room table. In the kitchen, a message was scrawled onto the kitchen counter with a gold Sharpie. I then went upstairs and took photographs of the damage. I photographed a big clump of hair on the floor, which was blonde in color and clearly belonged to Amber, or Amber's wig. There was also a wood, sorry, that was my added. Shit. There was also a wooden platform bed, which is in Penthouse 4. They never mentioned that. The platform bed is in Penthouse 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was Whitney's bed. Okay. There was also a wooden platform bed, which had partially broken bed frame and a body-shaped imprint in the bedding. Also forgot a pocket knife that was there, but that's cool. Yeah. That's cool, ladies. She said that he was in the back. That was how he broke the bed, apparently, when his foot slipped and kicked the bed. That would take a lot, because that's I think
the
it's
actual photo of that. It would need force, no matter what, and it would have broke his foot probably, or even cut it to shreds.
Yeah.
Just because you can see how big the actual shard is of the wooden spike has come off it. To do that, oof.
It looks to me like it's actually been hit with a sledgehammer or something. Like it's actually been whacked.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen.
No.
All right. Johnny eventually she managed to get away from him. Johnny then left. Neither Amber nor I got much sleep that night. The next day, Amber had an appearance on the James Corden show. I was at Amber's apartment as she got ready for the show. We all went to the studio and were together in the green room before the show.
And I love Samantha McMillan's statement about this.
Yes.
So good.
In paragraph 23 of her above statement, Miss Pennington testifies that the next day, Amber had an appearance on the show. However, the show took place on the evening of the 16th of December, and thereby, Miss Pennington's testimony places the date at which she and Miss Heard took 14 of the photos at 15th of December, not the 16th. Miss Pennington's testimony creates the impossible scenario of 14 photographs have been taken on December 15th, but the metadata showing those photos have been taken on the December 16th and others on the 17th and 18th. Ampy Pants' timeline. Below are experts for Ms. Heard's first witness statement, December 15th, 2019, pertaining only to her whereabouts during Incident 12 and what photos have been taken. This happened on the night of December 15th, 2015. This was one of the worst and most violent nights of our relationship. Again, we were at the penthouse in LA. Johnny got mad at me and threw another glass decanter at me. Another one. How many decanters does this guy have?
About as many Magnum wine bottles as he's got.
Yeah. In his Mary
coming out
bag.
Exactly, coming out of every pocket.
He also knocked things around the room and punched the wall. He did something to me and did something to my hair and did something and by my hair and through the apartment and so on and so forth. He pushed me, here she goes, pushed me to the bed in penthouse 4 and got, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay, so we all know that.
He did stuff.
Yeah. I have no idea how it ended. I don't remember anything after that until my friend Rocky Pennington came into the room saying, oh my God. I wasn't in the bed, but on the floor, and Johnny had left. My friends Rocky and Melanie Iglesias had been due to come over earlier that night. I can't remember if Melanie came into the apartment because I was in a daze. Melanie never showed up, lady. But I remember Rocky coming in and we called the nurse to do a concussion check over the phone. We took photos of the splintered bed and of the injuries Johnny caused to my face, plus a clump of hair on the carpet. I was supposed to be appearing as a guest on the show hosted by James Cordon the next day. In paragraph 144 of her above statement, Miss Heard testifies that she was supposed to be appearing on the show the next day. Astonishingly, Miss Heard's above testimony also puts the date at which she and Miss Pennington took the first 14 photos, December 15th, and the day prior to the show. Miss Heard's testimony again creates the impossible scenario of 14 photographs having been taken on the 15th of December, but the metadata showing those photos to have been taken on December 16th. Miss Heard gave her witness statement on December 15th, 2019, almost 7 months prior to the UK trial and 6 months before Miss Pennington's statement. It is evident that Miss Heard had by this time forgotten which dates she had applied to the photo metadata, and evident as long as Miss Pennington simply repeated the same concocted story in her statement.
Yeah.
In short, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, see on the other page 21 when we get to it, it says Miss Heard had irrefutably manipulated the metadata of the photos to show the majority of them to have been taken on the 16th.
Yeah.
Which is by there, but then it says going down, penthouse 5 and penthouse 3, no mention of penthouse 4.
Right.
Yeah. And dates that it does say manipulated photos for the 17th and 18th.
Son of a bitch.
Well, but this tells me, you know what, like we've been saying this a fair bit too. Johnny Depp and his team, they know far more than what we get to see, right?
Yes, they will get everything.
And so they know all of this stuff. The thing is, they just need Newmeister to prove it. They know all of this stuff is a big bunch of BS, a big steaming pile of what. Yeah. And they just need to prove it with Mr. Newmeister.
And I think they will.
I think they will as well. And it's going to be beautiful.
Oh, yes. It's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah. Where did we get up to?
In short, the metadata for all 14 of the photos that were taken on the 15th of December must necessarily have been manipulated by Miss Heard to give the different date of December 16th.
Yep. Oh, this woman.
NGN's testimony. The date on which the photos were taken is further confirmed to be 15th of December in NGN's opening statement, which reads, the episode was only brought to an end when two of Miss Heard's friends who had been due to come in to see her arrived at the apartment. Wait, hold the phone.
Holding.
She just said, I don't know how. So Amber just said, and I didn't catch this one. I don't think I did anyways. I did them so long ago. That Amber said, I don't know how it ended, but they came in, but Rocky came in saying, oh my God. And Miss Wass is saying that the only reason it ended was because they came in. That's the only reason Johnny stopped, but Johnny had already left.
Yeah, you were on there. I was on the floor.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Johnny had already left. That's the exact word she used.
Yeah.
Johnny had already left. Yet NGN are like, well, with their mountain of evidence that they said they had this whole time, they said, well, that's the reason that the episode stopped. Well, I'm sorry, but you're full of crap yet again.
Yeah, 100% full of it.
Yeah.
Full of doo-doo.
Making out like Rocky came in, with
the savior
and was a savior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Photographs were taken of the graffiti written by Mr. Depp on the kitchen counter, the broken bed, the clumps of Miss Heard's hair that had been pulled out by Mr. Depp, and the injuries he had caused her. One of Miss Heard's friends called for medical help to assist her from Dr. Kipper's team. Miss Heard was due to appear in a television interview the following day. Again, this testimony creates the impossible scenario of 14 photographs having been taken on the 15th of December, but the metadata showing these photos to have been taken on the 16th of December. Depp's timeline. There is no testimony of what time Mr. Depp left the apartment on December 15th. Now, there are pictures of them out for dinner that night, right? At around 7 or 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. And he didn't look so hot, to be honest. He had something on his face. Anyway, however, an approximate time can be established from NGN's closing statement and other testimony. But they never mentioned that they went for dinner that night.
No.
The below text message were both sent by Miss Heard on the 15th of December and are included within NGN's closing submissions. So at, what is that, Stevie?
6:26. 6:26.
And 11:52.
Thank you. ABP has tested Dr. Cowan and said, hey there, anyway, you could see me earlier on Thursday, had an accident. And then she texted Jody, her publicist, and said, had an accident tonight, Jody. So that's a big gap.
Oh, well, that's what? That's 5 hours apart? 5.5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't she send one to Jody around the same time she asked the doctor?
Yeah.
So,
But why? I get it. Like maybe he can't see her sooner. But if she was really distressed and distraught and all of those things, then why wouldn't she say to Mr. Cowan, "Can I see you now? I need to see you immediately."
Yeah. Instead of could you see me earlier on Thursday?
It's very casual. It doesn't. There's no sense of urgency in that question. It's just, hey, could you see me a little earlier on Thursday? What? Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like I could just say that in my daily life right now with nothing happening, no fires, nothing going on. Just say to someone, hey, can you see me earlier?
Yeah.
But they made out. The thing is that they made out that was as evidence that something had happened because she said that. Well, no, it doesn't prove anything.
Yeah.
Like, show us the rest of the messages. Show us all of the text messages. Show us everything for sake. Like, just show us everything.
Yeah. Well, and we'll decide from there. You no more of this. We're going to tell you how it's going to go.
Yeah. Just show us what we want, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Just let me know if you want me to do any reading as well.
Okay. Maybe I'll finish this, and then you can go to the next one if that's cool.
Sure, no problem.
The first here it is. And I asked you guys too. I wasn't paying attention. The first text was sent at 6:26 p.m. I'm so silly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, boys. And establishes that Mr. Depp had left the apartment by that time. And in the second text, Miss Heard states that an accident had happened tonight, thereby establishing the incident to have occurred during the evening. In paragraph 137 of Ms. Heard's witness statement, she testified that this happened on the night of December 15th, further confirming the time of the incident. It would hence be reasonable to surmise from the text and testimony that Mr. Depp left the premise not long before 6:26, the time at which Ms. Heard sent the first text. Hence, any photos that might have been taken by Ms. Heard or Ms. Pennington on December 15th could not have been taken until the evening. As such, Even the times given on the photos of December 16th could not have been taken the previous days before the argument had even started. Oh, shit.
Oh, boom.